How's it going, blinksters? My name is blinkycab and thanks for tuning in to another video. It is, what's the time? 10 to 7 on a Friday morning. I'm feeling pretty good. The sun is trying to come up over that way. There's a bit of cloud cover, so I'm sorry. I would just like to have a really sunny video for once, but it's been a while. Anyway, I hope you're doing well and I hope you continue to do well throughout the course of this video. So if you can't tell from the title of the video, today I want to talk to you about this thing that I call the risk meter. So how do I explain it? The risk meter. As a motorcycle rider, I'm always at risk. I'm always at some form of risk. That risk is forever changing. It's a constant variable, but it's always there. Even if I'm on the side of the road, stationary, I'm not talking about pens and pencils, I'm talking about not moving, I'm at some form of risk. How do I break it down? This risk meter is generally in my head. I don't physically have a risk meter, but for demonstration purposes today, I'm going to use my tachometer. I'm going to use my tachometer as my risk meter. So let's say from 0 to red line, which is 16.5, they're my levels of risk. 0 is no accident, red line is accident, and everything in between are the varying levels of risk. Now let me show you how it works. There's two factors that affect the risk meter. One is me and how I ride. Two is the environment that I'm riding in. Now I can only control one of those things. I can control how I'm riding, but I can't control the environment I'm in. I might be able to choose the environment I'm in, but I can't control it. So it's up to me to minimize unwanted risk. It's my responsibility. So I know other cars are meant to check their shoulders and check their mirrors and do the speed limit and all that kinds of stuff, but we know cages don't do it. So it's not up to them to look after my risk meter, it's up to myself to look after my own risk meter. So how do we break it on down? Let me do a live scenario. So right now I'm cruising along, it's a 3-lane road. No wait, maybe I'll elaborate a bit more on those factors. When I say I can control myself, what I mean is I can control my speed, I can control my visibility and my position on the road. That they go hand in hand and they're very important. You don't want to be hiding behind trucks or not being visible to like intersections up ahead, things like that. You want to be seen, you don't want to be in people's blind spots. Speeding, obviously, if you're speeding, your risk will go up. Even sometimes if you're riding too slow for the conditions you're in, that will jack up the risk meter. So you generally want to be doing the speed limit. They say a little bit more, but hey, let's not talk about semantics. And then the environment, as we spoke about, is the traffic, like the other cars, and the other bikes for that matter, but also the conditions of the road. If the quality of the road is bad, there might be bumps, there might be potholes, there might be gravel, oil, it might be like roadkill. All of these things can cause me to like crash my bike if I'm not paying attention. I could be riding on a completely open, empty road and my risk level will be at 3. And people go, well, why is your risk level at 3? There's no one around you. Nothing can really go wrong. Like, what the hell's going to happen to you? And the thing is, there might be a pothole. If I'm comfortably riding along this empty road and I'm not paying attention because I'm like, oh, it's just cruisy, and there's a pothole, I don't see it in time, or maybe I do see it, but then I target fixate on it, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to end up in the bushes. I'm going to crash, you know? So it's not just the traffic, but it's the road that I'm on. And then it's the time of day and the actual day you're riding on as well. That affects things. So if you're riding in peak hour on a Monday morning, everyone's going to work, they might be late, they're grumpy because they've just come off the weekend. People are more willing to be aggressive and do silly things in peak hour on the way to work. They might be late for work, so they're trying to get around people, they're trying to speed, they're not looking, they're not indicating, all of these things. If I'm riding on a Sunday afternoon, it's pretty comfortable, it's pretty chill. People are just cruising along. Who's not chill on a Sunday afternoon? So things like that. So all of everything that I just said affect the risk meter. Now let's do a live run. I'm riding with both hands on the handlebars. I am riding at the speed limit. I've got a car in front of me. I don't have any cars in the lane to the left of me, and I don't have a car behind me. So I'm pretty comfortable. I'm watching the road for any potholes or gravel. I reckon I'm at a risk level of probably 4 or 5 right now. Now, if I were to get in this guy's blind spot, okay, if I'm riding here, now I can't see him in his side mirror, which means he can't see me. He might forget that I'm here, he might not even know I'm here, he might go to change lanes. So right now I'm at a risk level of 6. So I just went from like 4 to 6. Ready? Now he can see me, now I'm at a risk level of 5. It's forever changing. 6, ready? 5. I'm slowing down, so I'm at a 4, I'm at a risk level of 3, risk level of 2 we'll say. Okay, let's take off. Okay, I'm at a risk level of 3. You're probably thinking Blinky's pretty close to this truck in front, which I am. So my risk level right now really is like a 6 or a 7, because if this truck had to brake, if there was a cat running across the road or a dog and he had to brake suddenly, I don't have the reaction distance, I don't have the braking distance to pull up in time. I'm gonna run into him. So what am I gonna do? I can't control him, but I can control me. He's changing lanes anyway, but I was gonna back off the throttle and I was gonna give myself some more room, bring that risk meter down. Where have I got? Analyze and assess constantly. Someone behind me, but they're far back, they're not gonna rear end me. I'm not gonna run into this guy, no one's gonna change lanes on me. Is there a pothole? Oh no, but there was a bump, but I avoided it. I'm at a risk level of 4. Coming to a red light, gonna slow down. I'm at a risk level of 2. Yeah, I reckon sitting at this red light, probably at a risk level of 1 or 2. Car behind me is pulling up, all's good. I'm safe, for the most part. I'm as safe as I can be, I guess. And that's all it is, it's forever changing. Now, your risk level, if you're just like riding through traffic, you're obeying the laws, you're riding safely, you're not sitting in blind spots, you're not running up people's asses and tailgating and stuff like that. If you're riding as safe as you can, commuting through traffic, your risk level will only fluctuate between maybe 2 and maybe 7. So it's pretty chill. But if you're gonna start speeding, if you're gonna start lane splitting, if you're gonna start being a bit of a madman, your risk level's gonna go up. Now the thing is, you might want that. We're talking about minimizing unwanted risk, but sometimes there's gonna be risk that you create for yourself that you're obviously accepting. You might have a fast bike and you want to see how fast you can go. You're doing 200 clicks, you're loving it, your heart's racing, you're getting a boner. And that's all well and good, but your risk level's going to go up. Your risk level's going to go up to 12, maybe 13. But you're okay with that because you are choosing that situation for yourself. Do you know what I mean? So if I start going like this and I'm cruising up through here, I'm changing lanes, you know, my risk level's going up, but I'm accepting of that because I'm creating that situation for myself. Now, if I've got a few cars that are speeding around me, they're braking suddenly, they're doing burnouts, they're acting crazy, that's going to affect my risk meter, but I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. So I might pull back, heck, there's no shame in pulling over to just have a breather, you know? So minimize unwanted risk, ride safe, be aware, be attentive, and do the best you can to keep that risk meter as low as you can. But just remember, the risk meter is there, and the risk meter is always there. You can never get rid of all your risk. I think that's all I've got, guys. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Throw me a thumbs up if you can. I mean, it's kind of funny. In the last video, I've never been one to ever ask for thumbs up. I've never said like, comment, subscribe. I hate all that stuff. But in the last video, I was like, hey, throw me a thumbs up if you want. And I got a lot of thumbs up. I don't know if that was because I said that, or maybe people just generally like the video. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it another crack. So throw me a thumbs up if you like the risk meter. I like the risk meter. Stay cool, I'm off to Bali for a week, so I won't be able to vlog, but I'll try to vlog over there and upload when I get back. And I'll be on Facebook, reach out if you want. Love you guys, yeah, stay cool, enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you when I get back from my holiday. See you guys, blinkycab, peace out.